Hello everyone, this is Red Robot, and today we are playing with the Spray and Pray Sniper. And it's pretty damn simple. Just get your opponent all nice and covered in piss with the Sydney Sleeper, and then finish them off with a quick switch and a spray from your SMG. Now, this tactic is so much fun to pull off, and there's a few reasons for that. First of all, the SMG has actually got a few really nice qualities. The SMG is highly accurate, but unfortunately it suffers for massive damage shortages. And you can really make those up when your opponent is covered in urine. Not only that, you can kind of breeze past the really slow kind of reload animation on the Sydney Sleeper by just switching over to SMG and finishing them off that way. So it's a really cool way to turn your SMG hit into a quick finish off, rather than, you know, waiting, reloading, and shooting another one. And although another mini crit, just body shot, does do a lot of damage, and is sometimes better than trying to spray them down, this is a really fun way of doing it, and of course in some situations, this does more damage overall. So it's here and there, a little bit of both. This can be helpful. But I've got to say, the SMG is a really underrated weapon. I mean, and it's not really its fault. I don't think the SMG needs like a buff or anything. It's just that the other secondary weapons that Sniper can equip really overshadow it. Things like the Razorback, never having to worry about a spy backstab, is so helpful. Things like the Darwin's Danger Shield, potential headshot immunity, or quickscope anyway, is super helpful. And just the Girardi at all, instant free urine, free mini crits in an area, and lighting up spies. Just such good secondary weapons that the SMG most of the time just can't compete. So by making a little niche for it with the Sydney Sleeper, I found that I had a great time using this underappreciated and underused weapon. Without any doubt, this is the most kills I've gotten with my SMG, ever in my time playing TF2. Now, I know a few of you in the audience will have ants in your pants, fingers ready to type comments about why didn't you use the carbine. I've had the carbine suggested so much, just the basic combo of Sydney Sleeper to mark them for death, and then carbine to finish them off, then activate the carbine's mini crits and kill everyone with the bushwhacker. And while this combo is fun, and I've used it in the past, I could never really get a good recording of it. I'm not sure why. Like, I've done stupider strats with less chance of succeeding, and it's actually quite effective if you get in the right place at the right time. But for some reason, the carbine just doesn't sit well with me, and the SMG feels so comfortable. Maybe it's kind of like flashbacks to the Pretty Boy's slow firing speed, I'm not sure. Whatever the case, carbine is a big no from me. It doesn't mean that I'll never do it, it's just that, for now, I'm not feeling comfy with it. But this, on the other hand, actually having to kind of track and move and aim as Sniper was tons of fun, and as someone that doesn't really enjoy default Sniper playing against or as very much, kind of getting one-shots feels pretty cheap. This, on the other hand, your opponent has time to react, but you still have a large amount of damage at your disposal to kind of chase them down and finish them off. It was pretty cool, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, yeah, as I said before, not really a big fan of Sniper, so finding a way to play it and have a good time, yeah, that's cool. One other thing that you won't see too much of is the fact that the Sydney Sleeper can put out friendlies with a scoped shot. That is, if it would inflict the Girardi effect on someone, it can put out a teammate. And for some reason, I don't know if like the hit detection is off, but I found it incredibly difficult to put out allies. And most of the time people don't realize that you can do this, so instead of sitting still and you letting them put them out, scouts in front of you will dart back and forth, and you'll desperately try to save their lives before they burn to death. It's super annoying. I wish more players kind of knew about this effect, because it can really save lives. Just to remind you, in case you've forgotten, the Sydney Sleeper had a few effects added onto it. I think it was in Meet Your Match. Not quite sure when, though. It was a while ago. It's not like anyone uses this weapon anyway. Where on a fully charged shot and on a headshot, you'll apply the Girardi effect in a radius, and this can be really useful for getting a bunch of people. But most of the time, it just kind of pisses you off. Like, when you quickscope headshot a scout, and the cloud of Girardi appears, and you just think, I could have just headshot him. He could have been dead right now. One thing to remember when you're trying this out, though, is that the Girardi will last longer the more charge you have. If you just do a quickscope, it generally won't last long enough, and your last few bullets of your SMG will be non-mini crits. So if you can kind of charge it up halfway, or kind of try your luck, just to get the right balance of Girardi and damage. Nevertheless, this has never really been a channel that's gone for the power strategies, the best ways of winning. This is pretty funny though. The most unlucky soldier in the universe. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a great time playing Sniper and trying out the SMG, and it's a pretty cool combo that I really do encourage you to try out, just because of how different it makes Sniper to play, and because of the fact that you probably haven't given the SMG the chance it deserves. Anyway, that is all I have for you right now, and I will catch you guys next time.